here we are, another lesson, lesson 4 today, and we finish our unit. Today we're going to talk about project. Yes, so as you know, the project is part of your first bimester, 25 points. There is a T missing there, I don't know if you spotted, but I just did. So 25 points for the first bimester is your project. And we are going to have a live lesson, okay? A live session. If you're having any questions, any problems on developing the project, that will be your opportunity. It's going to be Tuesday, the 28th. I hope to see you there at 8 a.m. and we can discuss the project. It's going to be like tira dúvida do projeto. So any questions you have, write down, and then we can clarify there, okay? You can also, any questions you have, you can write on Google Classroom before that day, and I will answer for you. The deadline for submission is Wednesday, 6th of May, so basically you have 2 weeks to develop the project, but it's very simple, easy, shouldn't take you too long, don't worry, okay? Another very important information. Some of you have done already, but I don't know if you've noticed, there is a unit review, due on April the 30th. So you do have a bit of time yet, but you have to do this review, okay? Project plan. So what is our project about? So think about Unit 2. Think about what you have studied so far, what we've been looking at, and think about the moment we are living right now. What are the similarities for that? So the unit talks about natural disasters. I know a pandemic is not a natural disaster. However, is affecting our lives quite badly. It's a natural phenomenon, but it's been devastating. I'm not sure if you've seen this picture. This is New York. New York was last week having these mass graves, ginormous things to cope with the amount of people there are dying, basically. Okay, so it's been quite serious, it's been quite worrying, and yeah, so how do you feel about that? How does it affect you in your life? Your family, I mean, clearly the most obvious thing, you're not having school, you're not going to school every day, so you're having to study from home, we're keeping social distancing, but what else is affecting your life? How are you helping people, or how you're being helped, or how are you being helped by people? So project unit, COVID-19 diary project, okay? Do you know anything about diaries? Do you know the importance of them? Have you ever written a diary? It's a bit old-fashioned, not many people do, but a lot is still doing out there. Actually, diaries are essential for historians, and people describe their reality and they talk about their difficulties over difficult time in history. And that gives the historians a clear idea of what people have gone through. There's a very famous one called Samuel Pepys. He's been through 3 very important things. Second World War, the bubonic plague, and the London fire. And he described everything over his diary. So it's a very famous book. I've got plenty of details, and people now are rereading his diaries and seeing the parallels between the bubonic plague and COVID-19 and following what he was doing at that time, because perhaps it will help us out. So people are researching old diaries to see the parallels. There is this short video, interesting, 3 minutes long if you want. Yes, it talks about the diary. personal comments from the plague, and then he helps understand what he lived at that time. And it's similar, yeah, it talks about the people's fear, and how they were dealing with the lockdown situation. Very interesting how similar it is. Another famous diary, I am 100% sure you've heard about it, and it's Frank's diary. She was also somehow was a lockdown. She could not leave in her house, was a quarantine, and she described the diary as her most precious possession. She could talk to it, express herself. She wanted it to be published. Everywhere people are writing down their experience and their diaries, okay? And there are many studies that show that in the future we're gonna look into this and understand what we're living, okay? What is going on. There's a very interesting article in The Guardians. The guy says that we are witnessing a critical time in history and we should keep a diary. We should register that for the future. How can you keep a diary? There are many different types of diary. I've researched some, but there are some examples. Pandemic diaries, there's this photographer, it's an amazing work. It's a video if you want to watch. He is documenting the hospital. So 7 o'clock in the morning, he's at the hospital documenting the front line. How doctors are dealing and nurses are dealing with the people that are in hospital. Very fascinating. This one is a must. You have to watch it. Is a video diary about lockdowns in Scotland. The accent is quite something. Go for it. 3 minutes long. You will enjoy it. Online diaries everywhere you go. Teenagers are doing online diaries. Poetry. They're sharing experiences. It's fascinating how people are helping each other at this moment. Tweet diary. Oh, I do laugh. People are posting things all the time. Short description of their day. 9 o'clock, I did that and that. So you can join the conversation, share your stories. And another way to do the Twitter diary, I think, is a picture. So you post your picture and you describe what is going on so people can check what you're doing. Visual diary is beautifully done. Some people can express themselves with drawings better than with words. And here you are, some amazing artistic, talented people making beautiful description of their day. So every day they reflect on what's going on and they share with people by drawing something. TikTok, one of my favorites. Some amazing videos. Here is a video if you want to watch. Is this girl who plays tic-tac-toe with this window cleaner. Super sweet, and the guy plays with her, and many TikTok activities that you can do. And this is a diary. She is expressing how she's spending her time as well. It's not just by reading that you express it. Meme. In the future, people will be studying the memes we're doing today, guys, definitely, and they will laugh. Guess our project? Yes, a diary. But don't worry, it's not a whole thing. I know you don't have time for the whole lot. So 3 days. I want you to think about 3 experiences you had, 3 ways in which COVID-19 affected your lives, and put these 3 things down. It doesn't need to be long. It's a summarizing of something. You're gonna have many options. Keep simple, keep it short, and why not keep it funny? You're going to share these 3 events in 3 different ways. So you're not gonna be writing 3 times about your day or taking pictures 3 times. So you're gonna vary. One time picture, one time a video, the other time an audio, or whatever you want, a TikTok or a entry on a tweet, okay? Or Twitter. This is what you need to know for today. Tomorrow we have a class. So today I want you to start thinking about what was important, what was interesting, and what you would like to share as well, because that's important. And put these ideas together. Tomorrow I'm gonna give you an example. I made one for you to see what I expect you to do, but you don't need to do exactly that way. You are going to decide how you're doing it, okay? I'm gonna give you the criteria. As long as you follow the criteria, you can present it in any way you want. Anything that you're good at, any way you feel comfortable and confident about doing. Okay, so tomorrow come back for more. For now, just keep that in mind, and throughout your day think about how things are happening. Okay, I hope you enjoy the idea. I want you to connect the unit with something that's part of your life, your reality, and at the same time is not too difficult, but gets you to think in English and use the language. Okay, I see you tomorrow, and I can't wait for our live sessions next week. Okay, bye bye, take care.